Hello, and welcome back to Terrier News. I'm Catherine Barron.
And I'm Samantha Gambino. There's been a lot going on across the world about the travel ban. Catherine has the latest.
Starting at the end of last week, there's been rallies and protests around the U.S. where immigrants entering from 6 specific countries are being detained until further notice. It sparked chaos across the U.S. and in other countries, such as the U.K., where their Prime Minister, Theresa May, canceled Donald Trump's state visit because of the protesters. Former Attorney General Sally Yates was relieved of her position on Monday by the president after she refused to enforce his controversial travel ban executive order. She was then replaced by Dana Boente, who's been a long-term federal prosecutor, best known for his handling of public corruption cases. Although there's some resistance from different groups, there's still a lot of people like Paul Ryan and Australia's Prime Minister Tony Abbott who agree with and praise this action. Along with that, Trump chose Neil Gorsuch as his Supreme Court nominee because he believes he found the next Antonin Scalia to serve for the next 50 years.
In other political news, President Donald Trump has said that he will keep the LGBT protection laws for federal workers intact. This means the White House will stick to the Obama-era protections after they've been debating this for the past few weeks. The executive order signed by President Obama has 2 parts. It expanded protections in the federal hiring, which barred discrimination based on sexual orientation to also include gender identity. And it required all companies doing business with the federal government to have explicit policies barring discrimination against gay and transgender workers. This comes after several of his cabinet members got approved by the Senate this week. It's been promised that there are more executive orders to come in the next few days.
This week, there's an opportunity for students of St. Francis College to give back to the community of Brooklyn. The Make a Difference Club would like to invite you to join our biggest event for the year, named the Biggest Event. It's a full day of community service while students and faculty of the college come together for an entire day and are sent all over the city to perform different acts of kindness as a form of gratitude. Submit your application to sfcmakesadifference@gmail.com.
It's a busy day here at St. Francis College. This afternoon, Supreme Court Justice and Bronx native Sonia Sotomayor will be speaking as a part of the Volpe Lecture Series. And this evening in Founders Hall at 5:30, the Catholic Lawyers Guild of Kings County with Brooklyn Brandeis Society proudly presents an evening of enlightened discussion. This conversation will revolve around the question, can faith trump walls? This will be an interesting evening, and there will be opportunities for you to add your opinion and learn more about our future.
Now to our entertainment reporters, Cara Fasaro and Charles Baldy.
Thanks, ladies. Beyonce once again broke the internet with some big news yesterday, announcing that she is once again pregnant, and this time with twins. Her family with husband Jay-Z and 5-year-old daughter Blue Ivy is about to get bigger.
Not only does LeBron James have to deal with the Cavs' recent struggles, but now he's dealing with TNT basketball analyst Charles Barkley. After Barkley had ripped James for wanting more playmakers on his team, calling him whiny and referring to him as lazy, James responded to the comments in a not-so-friendly manner. He stated, "I'm not going to let him disrespect my legacy like that. I'm not the one who threw somebody through a window. I never spit on a kid. I never had unpaid debt in Las Vegas. I never said I'm not a role model. I never showed up to All-Star Weekend on Sunday because I was in Vegas all weekend partying." Barkley took the criticism lightly and said he would never personally attack a player, but stood by his comments. The feud has calmly died down, but we'll see if it reignites over the next couple of days.
The saga continues for Dr. Luke and Kesha, but this time Lady Gaga is also involved. The court case opened up in 2014 and is still not completely settled. To recap, back in 2014, Dr. Luke sued Kesha for defamation while Kesha sued back for her claim of rape and other kinds of abuse. But now Dr. Luke is coming back and saying that Kesha had sent text messages to Lady Gaga a year ago saying that he raped not only Kesha, but another female singer as well. He says now that because of this, Gaga is further ruining his reputation in the media. According to Dr. Luke's amended complaint about Kesha's text messages to Lady Gaga last February are false, and that he did not rape her or another female recording artist. Kesha responded with a counterclaim that Dr. Luke isn't doing this for the money or business, but to basically declare a feud to get back at Kesha. She came back at this with a counterclaim as well, saying that she should be able to have the opportunity to be separated from this destructive relationship the same way you would from an abusive spouse. This is definitely one messy case, but hopefully it all gets figured out as easily as possible. But in the meantime, the judge is scheduled to appear for Kesha's deposition on February 7th and again for Dr. Luke's on February 14th.
Drake and Nicki Minaj had people going crazy yesterday when they both posted a picture with each other on their Instagram accounts. The reunion of the former friends comes on the cusp of Nicki breaking up with artist Meek Mill, who has beef with Drake. It's all ironic, but for now it seems that Drake and Nicki have put their past behind them and have rekindled their friendship. So Kara, what do you think about this?
I'm happy they're friends again. I'm happy the big three is back together. What do you think?
I would have to agree because I like all three artists, but I'm also a big Meek guy, so I kind of feel for him. But Meek, do your thing. Well, that's all for entertainment. Back to you.
Thanks, you two. Now to Matt Conklin with sports.
Thank you, ladies. Let's talk some SFC hoops. It hasn't exactly been a banner year for either the men or the women on the hardwood, but momentum is key, and any team can catch fire at any time. On January 28th, men's basketball visited a faraway land called Staten Island to take on the Wagner Seahawks. Terriers were down 62-56 with just 3.5 minutes to play when Eunice Hopkinson and Glenn Sanabria, a Staten Island native, hit big threes to tie it up. But Wagner's Corey Henson hit a layup in the final seconds of the contest, which derailed the Terriers, who had no answer for it. Your final score in this heartbreaker is 66-64. The Terriers now stand with a record of 4-19 and will take on St. Francis University on February 1st. The Lady Terriers were also in action as they took on the Wagner Seahawks on January 30th. Wagner came out hot, and they broke the game open with a 30-14 halftime lead. SFC just couldn't hang in this one. Your final score is 58-45. The ladies are now 6-15 and will host Robert Morris University on February 4th. All right, that's it for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Matt, and thank you for joining us on Terrier TV. I'm Catherine Barron.
And I'm Samantha Gambino. Please follow us on all of our social media sites at SFC Terrier TV. Good night.